My name is Jeremy Sutton Hibbert, and I've been a photographer for almost 30 years now. For the last 20 or so of those years, I've been one of the principal photographers for Greenpeace International, the environmental NGO. My work with Greenpeace has taken me across the world, from the pavements of Tokyo to the forests of Papua New Guinea, from oil platforms in the North Sea to icebergs in the Southern Ocean off of Antarctica. It's been an incredible journey and an incredible opportunity to educate myself on what a wonderful world we live in, but the dangers that man is posing to our world by our overconsumption and the existence of climate change. 3 years ago, a good friend and colleague of mine in Tokyo, James Whitlow Delano, approached me to join a new Instagram group collective he was beginning called Everyday Climate Change. Obviously my environmental work was a fit, and along with other esteemed photographer colleagues on different continents, we began the group. We're a disparate group. Most of us have never actually met in person. We live on 5 different continents, but through the power of the internet and social media, we were aware of each other's work, and we're all driven by the same aim of trying to bring attention through our photography and our roles as storytellers to the problems we all face of climate change and to the possible solutions to climate change. Having the group account on Instagram has allowed us to show our work with a bigger voice, as it were. Our account has currently over 120,000 followers worldwide and grows each day. The trusted photographers all have the sign in and can post at will. The images showing the real effects of climate change from around the world are accompanied by informative captions explaining what is going on. It is very important to us that we have a good geographic spread of images. It isn't just images from over there, from somewhere exotic. We also show images of the causes and results of climate change from our own countries, and the photography takes on many different styles. For instance, Mark Peterson, a photographer based in the USA, posts harsh, contrasty black and white images of American politics, including in this Street Level Photoworks exhibition an image of Donald Trump's mouth spouting his non-belief in climate change. We have another image in the show by Californian-based Met Lampkoff showing a family dealing with the effects of dirty water in their lives in California. From the African continent, Sima Diab's beautiful image of sailboats on the River Nile, illustrating Egypt's complex relationship with the Nile and its reliance on it for water. Or the image from Kenya-based photographer Georgina Goodwin showing drought in Somaliland. Our Instagram channel is varied and informative, some images harsh to look at, and others like Mathilde Gattoni's poetic images of schoolgirls on the banks of Lake Victoria in Uganda are beautiful. The beauty pulls you in, and then you read the informative caption to find out the issues and the problems and its connection with climate change. We even learn from our own colleagues. For instance, I was particularly touched by an image Nick Loomis posted of a young boy in Timbuktu and his informative caption, which discussed links between the droughts and the hardship that brings farmers in sub-Saharan Africa and the terrorist militia which then provide employment for those farmers and men of the regions. A fascinating look at how the problems of climate change are multifold. An image of mine from Papua New Guinea shows a woman and child in a marketplace passing a sign warning of the dangers of HIV, and this image illustrates the rise of HIV and other viruses and diseases in areas where transient loggers working on the deforestation of the Papua New Guinea rainforest are working. Climate change has many repercussions for communities and populations. It isn't just the change in our daily weather. The idea for our Everyday Climate Change account came from seeing colleagues begin the Everyday Africa account on Instagram, in which photographer Peter De Campio and others used to showcase the real Africa as they lived and experienced it, not just the Africa of famine and war so often portrayed in the media. Everyday Climate Change was the first among the everyday movements on Instagram to be an issue-based account as opposed to geography-based. There are now a whole family of everyday accounts. There's Everyday Africa, Everyday Iran, Everyday Scotland. Instagram can be a great place to find outstanding photography from around the world, a great tool to learn about the lives, hopes, desires, dreams and problems of others. We post images by our viewers. If you have images which show climate change, the effects or results or solutions, you can add the hashtag Everyday Climate Change. We'll see it, and from time to time these images get posted. We've also as a group in recent years taken the images off of Instagram and onto gallery walls, with exhibitions of the work in Spain and Portugal, the USA, and recently in Glasgow, a show I curated with Street Level. But as a group of photographers, we're keen to explore new ways of reaching new audiences, and this Everyday Climate Change account helps us do that. Climate change is here, it is now, and it's in every country, not just Antarctica or the Pacific atolls, and we're all responsible for it. through our photography we can be creative, we can tell the stories, and we can illustrate the problems.